Welcome back to Michael Keaton Month. Lloyd, what's on the menu?
The first film I chose for Michael Keaton Month is One Good Cop, starring, of course, Michael Keaton, Anthony LaPaglia, and Rene Russo.
I'm Batman.
Two detectives, Michael Keaton and single father of three young girls, Anthony LaPaglia, try to find justice in the extremely violent and dangerous streets of New York. Anthony LaPaglia is shot and killed in a hostage crisis standoff where he jumps at the gunman trying to save this woman, and Michael Keaton and his wife Rene Russo take to adopt the three young girls. Growing attached to the girls, the demands of the family are in need of money, and Michael Keaton teeters on the edge of breaking the law and robbing a notorious crime lord. This is a very violent depiction of New York where the violence is almost comic book. Many films from the early 90s depict such an era. You know, films such as you got Falling Down, Lethal Weapon, and to a lesser extent Predator 2, where modern civilization is threatened by the war on drugs and of course the breakdown of the working class. Anthony LaPaglia in this is fantastic as a strong-minded single father left to raise three young girls, and when his death happens, like, the film takes a considerable amount of time building up the relationship between Michael Keaton and himself, and so when his death does occur in that hostage crisis situation, it's really tragic and heartbreaking as well. When Michael Keaton adopts the three young girls, he and his wife are faced with the challenges of parenthood, like sleepless nights, financial struggle, and emotional pains of the young girls, and this is easily the film's greatest strength. All the scenes where we see Michael Keaton and Rene Russo lovingly embrace the girls or simply try to deal with their anguish at the loss of their parents are really tender and beautiful, paced and directed and acted with a lot of skill. The best scene of the movie is when Michael Keaton and Rene Russo take the girls to a carnival, and Rene Russo loses one of the girls. She basically runs off to chase balloons, and Michael Keaton is left to run around the whole carnival desperately trying to find this girl. It is really you know, heartbreaking and tragic. You feel emotionally terrified. Oh my gosh, they've lost one of the girls. And when Michael Keaton finally finds the girl, you feel this incredible relief. It's easily better than most of the action in this movie. The best action scene, of course, is the hostage crisis situation. That scene was pretty brutal. The violence in this movie is over the top. It's pretty much a comic book, and the contrast between those scenes and the tender parenthood scenes were very interesting, but I don't think it worked ultimately, as this film wasn't a success at the box office and was later released straight to DVD in the UK and most of Europe. The biggest issue with this movie is the ending of the film, where Michael Keaton robs a notorious drug crime lord and Michael Keaton's subsequent punishment for the crime. It is an extreme moment, but the film does take time to explore it and give a controversial opinion on the matter, where the end justifies the means. The film ends on a happy note, but I can't help but get a weird taste in my mouth at the end. I don't think it was a good one. What I really liked about One Good Cop is that it could have been a simple, straightforward buddy cop film, which is actually one of my favorite subgenres of the action, but it instead introduces really interesting themes of parenthood and the morality of crime. Love it or hate it, I think this is a solid action movie from the early 90s with a very solid cast.
I've got to ask, they say, you know, don't work with children and animals. Obviously there's that Canine movie where John Belushi has a dog cop partner.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, in this film, how the girls are.
They were amazing. They were excellent. I really believed every second of their anger and fear. Like, there's three of them. One is the oldest, so she sort of knows what's going on, and she's very angry. And the other two don't. They're not quite sure what's happening. Like they've actually lost their father, and these are their new parents, sort of thing. And the older one is just angry, and they all play it really, really, really well, particularly the older one.
And was this film called One Man's Justice?
I'm not sure. It possibly was.
Yeah, on the picture on IMDb it has One Good Cop as the title and One Man's Justice as the title in the actual picture, but I guess that could be an international release name. You can find more from us at podmeifyoucan.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel for the rest of Michael Keaton Month.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Check out our podcast at www.podmeifyoucan.com.